Every morning to everyone. Okay, this is our delicious bakery company Eat portfolio. As you can see, below is the member of this company. Okay, next. Okay, for the next part is the descriptions of this company. Okay, as you know, Malaysian's bakery industry is a fast-moving industry. We have chosen Delicious Bakery Sdn as our company name, and it will be the private limited company. And this company will be the manufacturer, a bread manufacturer, which is will be determined to provide a high quality and delicious food to its value customer. This company will be supply the product to restaurant, mini market, hypermarket stores, and others. Next, as you can see, there is 5 distinctions between company and the partnership. I will not explain about this part because you can see it because I have already simplified it in the table form. Next. Next is the essential requirement of a company. First, in the formation of the company have to register and apply for the name of the company in the register. The purpose of the name search in this register is to decide whether the name proposed for the new company is available and for reservations in the registration of the company. The requirement of information as register required is started in the Section 14, Subsection 3 in Company Act 2016. Next, the company needs to have the certificate of incorporation as mentioned in Section 17 Company Act 2016. Next is the restrictions on the choice of the company name. There is 4 restrictions of the choice of company name. First, the name must not identical to existing business name. Then secondly is must not include any Commonwealth, federal, crown, and government. Next, the name should not suggest any connection with political party, society, trade union, and building society. Then, lastly, the name should not misleading to the identity, nature, object, or the purpose of the company. This is to avoid the misunderstanding and confusions. I will pass it to the next presenter.
Second part is about the incorporation. There are 3 common questions about the incorporation that every registrar needs to know. First of all is what happens if the requirement is not complied. If this situation happens, the company or registrar should not register his or her company according to the section 16 in bracket 1 and 2. Next, Second question is about the effect of incorporation. After successfully register the company, the registrar will keep the notice and every name that stated in the registration should be entitled according to the position indicated in the notice. The stated name also will become the shareholder. Every details of the company should be mentioned in the registration. Next, last common question is about how important the notice of registration. Notice of registration is important because it is the conclusive evidence that shows your company has been successfully registered and all the requirements are complied. Here is the picture of application of registration form for our company. Next part will be presented by the next presenter.
Characteristic of company. Our company have separate legal entity of its own. According to Section 20A Company Act 2016, which is company have its own right and power which is may be enforced and exercised. This situation can be referred to principle from Solomon versus Solomon. And the second characteristic is company also can sue and be sued. According to Section 21 1A Companies Act 2016, company may file a case against another person or another company, and can also be filed against the company by another person, but company cannot sue the members such as shareholder for any liability of the company. This situation can refer to the case of forced behavior harbottle. For the third one is perpetual. All company will live forever and still survive even if all member died. It can refer to Section 20B Companies Act 2016. This situation can be referred to case renewal that harm holdings. And I will pass to the next presenter.
Company ownership of the assets. If one's property is under their own name instead of the company's name, they cannot claim against the insurance company to recover their loss once that particular property is destroyed, because they had no insurable interest in the company's asset. This is because according to Section 21(1)(b), a company has the ability to hold property on its own. The company's asset belongs to the company, not to anyone else. This situation can refer to case of Makara versus Northern Assurance Company Limited. For unlimited power and capacity, according to Section 21, company have unlimited capacity where a company shall be capable of apply all the functions of body corporate and to carry on any business or activity. However, if the company has a constitution that describes the objects of the company, Section 35 provides the company to be restricted from doing any business activity beyond the objects of the company. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
So the next part is companies' constitutions. Well, it is a legal document which is recognized by Companies Act 2016. This document generally specifies the rules governing the relationship and activities of the corporate, its shareholders and directors. So a company must abide by its constitution when they make transactions. This is because the company can sue members or members can sue the company when there is a constitutional violation. Next, the company constitution can be amended. It is any of those rights, powers, duties, and obligations only if the acts permit it, according to Section 36(1) CA 2016. Next. Okay, can a company choose for not having a constitution? Well, a Company Act 2016 Section 31(1) stated that a company, except for a company limited by guaranteeing a public company, has the option of whether to have a constitution or not. So, if a company has no constitution, the company, its director, and each member of the company shall have the rights, power, duties, and obligations as set out in the Act. Okay. Next presenter.
This part is about the duties of the officer. The director, there are two duties. The first one is fiduciary duties, and the second one is the statutory duties. As for the secretary, the main duties is to implement the decisions of the board or the general meeting. Next is the duties for the other officer.
The duties for financial manager is he need to handle financial report, develop standard account, and develop financial data. For the general manager, the duties is she need to plan, coordinate, and manage all business operation and manage administrative and human resource to support company operation. For the HOD supply chain management, she need to manage the cost, manage the supply chain, and conducting the role assessment, the risk assessment. For the HOD survey department, she need to in charge of excellent customer service, maintaining sanitization in the kitchen, handling SOP, and becoming intermediate between client and manager. For the HOD production, he need to plan and organize production schedules, handle logistics, and manage activities of production.
Next, how the director avoid conflict of interest. To avoid conflict of interest, the director shall follow the Companies Act 2016 Section 219. Besides that, the company also emphasized punishment. There are two punishments. It is following the Companies Act 2016 Section 219 subsection 16. Subsection 6. As for the business judgment in the decision making, our company use the business judgment rule. It is based on the Companies Act 2016 Section 214 subsection 2.
The two good ethical business practice in our company is our company leaders need to show appropriate behavior in front of the staff, and we develop ethical standards by making it clear which actions are permissible and forbidden in our company. How we encourage our employees to display good ethical business practice in the company is we develop a system reward ethical behavior where we give reward to the employee that shows a good behavior in the company.
So that is all for our company e-portfolio. That's all from us. Thank you.